Richard Haas, thank you very much for coming on with your insight this morning.
Richard's any golf tournaments coming up?
No, this
Like, he's
was
wearing
well.
green. I'm just wondering, any
No.
golf tournaments coming up?
Well, you got the FedEx Cup being played, so where that's being happened. But no, these are the dog days of August. I'm happy to talk to you about my golf game, Joe. We can go on at great lengths and destroy the ratings.
So here's the deal. I haven't golfed now in God, how many years, Mika? It's probably been 4 or 5 years. And I was not good when I did. But how's your golf game going, Richard, as president emeritus of the CFR?
Had a rough few days. Yeah, I shot an 86 this week, so I'm feeling better, Joe. The handicap is still too high, but hopefully it's heading south.
And what's your handicap?
Now it's a 13, but my goal in life, Joe, besides now that I've become president, is to get down to single digits. That is my goal in life. I'll let you know. I'll give you progress reports.
You know,
or you can just lie about it like Donald Trump.
You know, I was told that Mark Cuban on that Shark Tank show, he was talking to some people, and he asked one of the people he was about to invest in what they did, and they go, "Oh, I'm training for a triathlon," and he said, "I'm out." And he said anybody that is training for triathlon is spending too much time worrying about that, not enough time. I always said growing up, I don't say this anymore because I've grown. I've always said never trust a man with like a handicap in the single digits because he's not going to work hard enough on your team.
Okay.
But I don't mean that to all you gazillionaires with single digit handicaps.
We're going to break now.
I'm telling Richard.
Yeah,
I'm telling Richard. You deserve
show.
a single handicap. I need to ask another question. So what do you think? Is it your long game? Is it your short game? What do you need to work on, Richard?
The long irons, fairway woods. But Joe, the key to getting your handicap down is not what you do, it's what you avoid. You want to avoid any drives out of bounds. You want to avoid 3 putts. You want to avoid double bogeys.
Yeah.
If you can do that, you will have a single digit handicap.
So can I ask you this question, Richard? Because I'm old school. And so I haven't played since everybody started using these little woods for their long irons. I believe if you're going to hit a 2 or 3 iron, you hit a 2 or 3 iron. But there are all these hybrids. Are they called hybrids? Do you use the hybrids or are you old school?
I actually like long irons. I like long irons, actually. I feel a little bit more comfortable hitting a 3 iron or a 4 iron.
When you have a club in your hand, Richard, I'm curious, is there a certain club you have in your hand that you feel most comfortable with?
Joe?
You know, because so much of golf is in your head. You pick up, like, for instance, if I pick up a 4 iron or a 7 iron when I'm playing, I don't even think. I feel comfortable with it. Not so with, say, a 5 iron for some reason. What about you, Richard? What's your go-to club?
6 iron, Joe. When in trouble, 6 iron.
Okay, Richard Haas, thank you. You need to zip it. You just blew through a commercial break for 2 minutes of stupidity that nobody needed. Thank you, Richard Haas. Bye. It's now the top of the hour.
Can I ask you this, Richard?
No, you can't. It is Thursday, August 17th. Jonathan Lemire and Reverend Al Sharpton are still with us. And to join the conversation, we have former U.S. Senator, now an NBC News and MSNBC political analyst, Claire McCaskill. Hi, Claire. And the host of the podcast On Brand with Donnie Deutsch. Donnie, I will be nice, but you do not goad Joe right now. Okay, we're going to get to our top story. No?
Joe, so when you said...
Oh, good. His sound doesn't work.
Right. Explain that to me.
So you can't hear him. Thank God.
Seriously, what are you using?
All right.
What are you using? A paper cup, Donnie?
Yeah.
Come on, can we fix that?
That was mine. We did
Good
that.
Lord,
Thank you,
can
Dan.
I ask Claire, because you're always interrupting me and it hurts me. Claire, do you ever play golf? Have you ever played golf before?
I've never had time to play golf.
Thank you.
There you go.
Don't you look at that game, Claire, and go, really? Like, you have the time to hit that little ball and then walk all the way to it and then hit it again, trying to get it into a hole. I don't get golf. I don't get the time it takes to play golf. It makes no sense to me at all. I watch it in awe of who would have the patience to play that sport.
Claire, your response, please.
Well, listen, I have a lot of people I love that love golf. So I get
Same
that
here.
it must be addictive in some ways. But in my
Yeah.
career with children and a full-time job, the idea that I would take 3 or 4 hours out of a weekend to walk around,
No.
you know, I take my kids on a walk, but so
That's
I never
right.
took the time to learn it or to play it because it is very, very time consuming.
Well,
Thank you.
I will say with like 4 kids. 4 hours TV a day. It is. I just don't have the time right
You
now.
can't do it. No.
I am curious though, Jonathan Lemire. Everybody's talking
A little
about
ball
this
in a hole.
pickleball thing, and I've never played pickleball, but everybody's talking about
My friend Jackie loves it.
pickleball. Like, do you play pickleball?
She has a pickleball
Is this
court.
a thing now that everybody should do because you can do it quickly and you don't have to run around a lot?
Yeah, I mean that's the appeal. First of all, I don't golf. I'm a little mini golf for the kids. That's it. Pickleball I played just once or twice. With the windmills, I can get through those. It's the ones that you put up there, you put the ball on the hill, but if you miss it, it goes back down the hill. That's a 6 for me every time. But pickleball is a phenomenon right now. Some think a plague. There have been some pretty amusing stories written about how neighborhoods people have complained because they think pickleball is too loud and therefore it's driving property values down. They can't relax because of the thwacking of the ball. I mean, it's tennis but less exercise. I think it's fun. Joe, as you know, I do play some ping pong. But I'd like to play some pickleball
Not very
and
good.
tennis again. No, I'm
Don't say that about him.
Not very good.
That was Jonathan Lemire and I had a best of 7
On the board.
series.
Yeah.
Best of 7
We need to-
series last year. He was like the New York Yankees. He went up 3-up.
We'll have to have a
And then
rematch.
he let me win.
Wait a minute.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Those are hurtful
Okay.
words, Joe. You just compare me to
We
the other
have
guys.
wasted so much
No,
time.
we haven't. I think people care deeply about our pickleball and ping pong habits. Donnie Deutsch, I want to, before we get into the news, I'm going to be serious here. You did something. I saw a clip. Oh, can we still not hear him? Well, I'm going to ask you this anyway, really quickly.
Maybe ask them
I
a yes,
saw
no
a
question.
clip of you, I think, 40 years ago, predicting what would eventually take Donald Trump down would be the Rico statue. And everybody's like, what? What? But you were predicting that. Now you said Southern District, which was a good,
Obvious thought.
obvious guess.
Yeah.
But you were right. The lawyers I talked to, who said they weren't sure about whether he would get convicted on January the 6th stuff, I really think this Georgia Rico case is going to take the whole criminal enterprise down if there is one.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked so many times on the show that Trump is a monopolist. And basically, years ago, I had spoken to a prosecutor, and nobody was talking Rico, and he explained to me what Rico was. And it just makes understanding everything I knew about Trump make complete sense. As you mentioned, I thought it would be Southern District, I thought it would be Trump War, but this is the one, and, this is so crystal clear what he's going down with is this RICO charge. It is basically that the essence of it is that if you're in an organization where everybody did was wrong, even if you didn't do it yourself, you were in the middle of it, everybody goes down together. And I was ahead of that.